Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl A. What's up, divas? What's up, divas? What's up, divas? What's up, divas? What's up, everybody? Welcome back, welcome back. You already know what time it is. It's real talk time, okay? Girl, get you some wine, some liquor, some soda, some juice, or some good old trusty water. Because, girl, we got some shit to talk about, okay? So, first of all, I hope y'all all are having like an amazing day whenever y'all are watching this video. Girl, listen, I'm feeling rather cutesy, very demure, okay? I'm very mindful of things that I say. But girl, do y'all see my new wig? Does it slay? Okay. Girl, look, okay? So this is my new by My First Wigs, girl. This is, now I know y'all probably like, girl, it looked like the last one you did. No, girl, that wasn't from, it was from My First Wigs. It might have did look kind of similar, okay? But I'm gonna just point out some different factors that each one of them have. So listen, first of all, let's just explain this. Let's just explain this about myself. Now, for one, I love yaki texture hair, girl. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like my favorite go-to hair texture is yaki texture, okay? I love its texture. I love its look. I love its luster. Now, I don't mean that from every company because you cannot get yaki texture from every company. But from My First Wigs, you can, okay? When I say you cannot get every texture or you cannot get yaki hair texture from every company, I mean because some yakis be looking like silkies or khakis. Like they don't know if they want to be kinky or yaki. Okay, girls? So with My First Wigs, you can get yaki and it's going to look like yaki. You can get kinky and it's going to look like kinky. You can get Brazilian body wave, Malaysian, Indonesian. You can get all those hair textures from My First Wigs and it's going to look like what it's supposed to look like, okay? It's going to give what it's supposed to give. It's going to do what it's supposed to do, okay? So yes, this may just look like my last unit that I did a review on, but it was the middle part, girl, and they were highlights and the hair was not this brown. Now, I do also have another one from My First Wigs, girl, that I love too. Just the same, it is yaki texture also, but the hair is not this brown, but the money sign, like the big streaks, are probably like this color. You know what I'm saying? Either way, girl, listen, this is the new one, okay? We did not do a video on it yet. We did not do a review video on it yet. I did not even record a review video on it yet because I'm like, you know what, girl, I'm gonna wear this wig for a while before I make the video because I need to make sure that it do what it do. Even though I know it's gonna do what it do and it always does what it's supposed to do, and it always gives what it's given, okay? It like gives like the most giving what it's supposed to do. Okay, so I really got no qualms about My First Wigs, but just in case y'all was wondering why I look so cute and different today, that's because I got on a new wig, and also because I got my glasses on too. Sometimes a bitch do need to see, and I was trying to contemplate on which set of eyeglasses that I'm gonna wear. Now, you know, I'm blind. I mean, I'm not really blind, but a girl can't see far or near, so I'm like in between stages, okay? So I did get a lot of glasses, a lot of prescription glasses from a company called Boo Glam that I did a video on for probably like about 2 years ago. So these are my prescription glasses from them. And they have like an amazing array of assortment of glasses for prescription, non-prescription. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm gonna need them to be prescribed, okay? I'm gonna need to be able to see. So I wasn't really sure if I should wear these or if I should just go like this and bat these lashes, boo, that Tati gave me, which I really do like. Like, let's get in closer. Those lashes is really, really nice. They're right. These lashes are lashing. These are definitely lashing. And she got them from TikTok shop. They look like something that Shein would sell, which is fine. But these are actually really, really pretty. They're a clear band. I love the way they look. You can actually cut them off and make your own little individual clusters if you choose. I'm loving the glow that I got going on. I'm just getting in really close and personal with you guys right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like, I'm not even feeling like my age, you know, like I am 50, but I'm feeling like 30-ish, okay? Does that make any sense? But anyway, so yes, these lashes are lashing, but I wasn't sure if I should wear these with it too. But for some reason, these actually really go with the look of today, but don't really go. It's just giving me like that plain blah look, okay? So I'm just figure, yeah, I'm just gonna put these back on because I'm absolutely loving these tortoiseshell glasses. Like I'm both able to see out of both of them. So in case you're wondering where did I get my glasses from, I was sponsored by Glam a few years back and I was able to get some glasses. Now also from Zulu too, or Zulu or something like that. So I'm not really sure, but I think these are from Glam. Either way, I'll put the link down below if I remember, so that way y'all can check it out. Okay, girl, look. So what's on the agenda today? What's on the new agenda for 2025, girl? This is the type of person I am. Now, listen, let me tell y'all something about me. I like to be very detailed. I like to have everything planned out. I don't like to do like too many spontaneous things throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? I like to have everything written down. So this was actually my very first planner, not very first planner, but bitch, I made this into a planner. It's just actually a spiral notebook. But as you can see, I have dates and the things that I want to do, I had to do for that particular day. 5:45 a.m. wake up. I don't even know why I wrote that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But 6 a.m. 10-minute exercise, 6:15, 1 mile walk, 7:20, depart for school drop off. Like leave my house so I could, this is how I was. Okay. I'm very like detailed, organized. I like to have everything written down so that way I can get everything done. If I don't do this, I'm still gonna get things done, but you know what I'm saying, it might not be the way in the order that I would like it to be. So I got me a new planner, my very first planner, thanks to one of my ladies here on the YouTube. And really honestly, I didn't even know what people did with planners. Like seriously, I was like, why are people buying these books? Like for what? They're like, they're not cheap. They can range in price depending on where you get them from. Now this one is a great price right here. I think this is from either Ross or TJ Maxx. Is from one of those. So you can definitely find some nice planners from there. This one I thought was really, really nice. Right up my speed, 2025. And then I realized what it was for. It came with a cute little pen that she added with it. But I really do like this because I have been not journaling, but I have been writing the things that I need to do. So I did start right here. I think it's very important for everybody to have like a planner because sometimes we get sidetracked. I know I do. I don't know about y'all, but I get sidetracked. Sometimes I want to take a nap. Sometimes I want to just do one thing and just leave doing that one thing and start a new thing. So that's what I do sometimes. A lot of times I will start one thing and then do another thing and then start another thing. That's what I like to do. I don't know if it's because it keeps me busy, but girl, that's just me. But I tend to stay very organized while I'm doing this. But other than that, you guys, this past week has been great. I can't complain. It is a 3-day weekend. So today is a off day, Martin Luther King holiday. And also I do believe today is the inauguration for that. Girl, don't worry about how I say it, but they about to sign in Mr. Trump, okay, President Trump. So I think that is today too. Funny how it's on Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday, right? Like we can't have shit to ourselves. It's like, I'm not trying to be negative about shit. I'm just saying some shit, okay? Because I like to say a lot. I like to talk a lot of shit. But girl, anyway, other than that, I forgot to tell y'all. Like I think I did tell you guys. Hold on. I think I did mention it in like a post, not even really a post, but in one of my Real Talk videos, I had posted up like a little banner that pops up about we had got new appliances. Now I have been wanting to talk to y'all about this a minute ago, but when we had got them. So they were delivered on New Year's Eve. Now, mind you, I wasn't even aware that I was going to get these new appliances. If I did tell y'all, I was speaking to the rental management agency or what do you call them? The management, the management company of the house, right? I was talking to them because the guy had came here. He had to fix the oven. Remember, my oven gave out to me on Thanksgiving Day, so he came and he fixed that oven. He had to put like a new motherboard in the electronical part of it. The stovetop was working, but the oven part was not. So anyway, he came, and when he came, he was like, he was just basically saying how all the other new tenants that, that Tricon has, all the other new tenants that Tricon has, they have like new appliances. So I was like, well, what do you mean basically? Because I was not really understanding. They have all new appliances, like really nice appliances, chrome and black color appliances. I was like, okay, now mind you, I rent from Tricon. I've been in this house for 11 years. Tricon is huge. They have like rental properties. They're based in Albany, New York, but they have rental properties all over the country, I do believe. So anyway, because look where I'm living at, and they're in Albany, New York, for where I came from. But anyway, so, well, not came from, but I did live upstate for a few years, but I'm originally from New York City, from Queens. But anyway, so he was telling me this, and I was like intrigued, interested, because all the appliances that I had were 11 years old, which was not a problem because them shits was still working, okay? And they were all white, from the dishwasher, the microwave, the stove, the refrigerator. I think that's everything, right? I can't be missing anything else. They were all white. Now, I'm not like picky about appliances. As long as that shit works, bitch, I don't give a fuck what color it is. But I know that people be talking about white appliances. Oh, you're brokey or brokey if you have white appliances. Not if you ain't pay for them shits, bitch. And if you gave them to me, that's what's gonna stay up in here. I'm not about to furnish nobody's house with new appliances out of my pocket, because where I'm gonna put them if I ever decide to move, unless I'm gonna move to my own house. But anyway, so he was saying all of this, but he was like, you need a new microwave. I was like, I don't need no new microwave. I don't need a new microwave. What are you talking about? My microwave was a big white microwave, over the stove, and the handle had broke off. The handle broke off, girl, like 5, 6, 7 years ago, like about 7, 8 years ago. Okay. Like, I can't open that damn microwave still. I just open it from the bottom. I just, pull it open. We all do that. We're used to that. There's nothing wrong with that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. As far as that, he was like, you can use a new dishwasher. Funny thing is, dude, I don't even use the one that I already have. Don't know how to use a dishwasher. That dishwasher's probably been ran like about 6 times since I've lived here, because I don't know how to operate that shit. And girl, it wastes a lot of water and electricity, and I don't need my bill going up because of a dishwasher. That's what I got hands for, and so do my kids. As far as the refrigerator, okay, yeah, the refrigerator, we could definitely use a new refrigerator, because the shelves, on the door, how it has the door, the shelves, well, they had broke off their slot. So I had to take like some not masking tape, but some duct tape, some Gorilla tape, rather. It was Gorilla duct tape, and prop them back up. And they was holding like that for like a few years. That tape is mad fucking good. So I was cool with that. Like, it wasn't bothering me. As long as that shit worked, it didn't work. Because had I had to pay for all new stuff, had this been my own shit, and I would have to buy new stuff, I wouldn't have bought new stuff because of a color. I would have bought it because it didn't work. And I was gonna make sure that shit lasted for as long as it lasted. I don't really be complaining about much, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I got a new sink, I got new countertops. I was happy. He kept saying that, I needed this new appliances because I've been here for so long, et cetera, et cetera. I was like, I don't need no new appliances because I don't need nobody changing my rent and hiking it up even more come next year. And then he goes into about, well, you could use new carpeting because you've been here 11 years and you get new carpeting after 8. Nigga, shut the fuck up, because ain't nobody about to move all this shit out of my house just so they can put down new carpeting. Bitch, I get this shit washed and cleaned like every 3 months. Granted, this time it took longer because I had to find somebody. But ain't nobody about to move their shit out the house and put it in pods so y'all can put new carpets out. Nah, I think not, okay? As long as I keep upkeeping this carpet, it's gonna last. Ain't nobody about to move their shit the fuck out of here, because I don't want no carpeting, new carpeting. Give me some good hardwood floors and I'm good. But anyway, so he went back and told Tricon, and then they called me. If I do remember telling you guys, a lady named Monica had called me, and she was like, you need a new upgrade. And I was like, I don't need no upgrade. I'm fine the way it is. I appreciate it, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. She was like, no, we really feel like you deserve to have this. You've been one of our best tenants, and you've been in a house for over 11 years. We've never had a problem with you. And your home, every time the maintenance people have to come to your home, they always come back and say how well kept it is, how clean it is. Like, okay, that's great and all. So now they snitching and spying on a bitch too, but I still don't need no new shit. She was like, I'm gonna make sure you get some new stuff. I was like, okay, you can do that if you want, but I don't really want anything new. I don't want to be no trouble. I don't want to be no burden to nobody. She was like, I'm gonna let you know when your new stuff comes. I was like, okay. Then she started trying to talk to me about the carpet, and I was like, you can tell him to shut up about that, because I'm not about to move my stuff out. She was like, no, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't you that was requesting it. No, I wasn't requesting it. Nah, we're not about to do all of that. Well, I never heard back from Monica, and I was fine with that because I had basically forgot about it. You know, I was fine. My oven was working. My little white appliances was working, and that was cool. Let me tell y'all, on the 31st of December, I get this call from an appliance company, and they was like, I like I said, I didn't get no heads up. And they was like, yeah, for delivery. And I was, delivery for who? Maybe y'all got the wrong number. He was like, this is for April, and they gave the address. And I was like, okay, what? And I was like, where's this coming from? And then when he told me, I was like, wow, she really did get me new appliances. So anyway, we get the new appliances. They get delivered on, the call was December 30th. The new appliances came on December 31st, okay? So when they came in, I was really excited. You gonna give me some new shit, then we gonna be popping up in here with some new shit. Okay, so it was all chrome stuff. Now the dishwasher still got the thing on it, like you gotta peel it off before you open it, like, cause ain't nobody about to use that. But the refrigerator, okay, so look, if you gonna give a bitch some new shit, you gotta hook her up. So, I'm thinking about the refrigerator because my refrigerator space is like real big. I like a nice big refrigerator could fit there. One of those refrigerators that have the two doors that open and have, like a little water ice thing right there, make you know what I'm saying? Maybe a little the freezer on the bottom. This is what I was picturing, but I already knew because I just knew that I wasn't gonna get that. So anyway, they sent me in. Everything was General Electric, it was really, really nice. Everything was really, really nice. But girl, when I tell you they make some shit cheap now, they make some shit cheap. Now, my other stuff was also General Electric, except for the stove. No, everything I had was General Electric, except for the refrigerator. I think it was Kenmore. And the stove and the microwave and the dishwasher was General Electric. Girl, what I tell y'all, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This new microwave by General Electric, girl, when I tell you it's so hard to push those buttons, I have to take my finger knuckle and push them in. And I'm thinking it's just me, but no, my whole family is like, this thing is so hard to push in. And then when I want to turn the oven on, the dashboard for the oven, mad cheap. It feels like it's just about to break off. I'm like, wow. The countertop to the stove, it's one of those countertops, like my last countertop, it's electric, okay? So my last countertop, it had coils, like big coils that would sit outside on top of the stove. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Well, this one is one of those black glass surfaces, so the coils, you know what I'm saying? One of those new ones where it's just like, I forget what it's called, but it's just all flat. You know what I'm saying? The coils is underneath this glass, which I really don't care for. I really don't like it that much. I don't really like the new shit that much, only because like that thing is like hard to clean and keep clean. So of course I've been using like disinfectant wipes and shit like that, but they make some shit cheap. And the guy did tell me that the microwaves don't last but no more than 2 years because the other tenants have been complaining about them and they've been lasting 2 years. So you want to bring me some new shit, but some cheap shit. So it's going to break down shit. And y'all going to think I ain't taking care of shit. And then y'all going to try to get me out of here and shit. Like, the fuck? Okay? Like, seriously. I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but I mean, it was nice. It made the kitchen look nicer. Even the wood paneling, or not the wood paneling, but the cabinetry, even though I'm not like a huge fan of that color, the darkness made it look a lot better versus the white appliances. I just hope they don't do a bitch real dirty when it comes time next year in December to re-sign my lease, because a bitch do not like to be done dirty. Like, please don't do me done dirty. I don't want to be dirty because I'm finna be real pissed off if y'all do me dirty like that over some cheap ass appliances. Because a bitch did look up these appliances on Google to see how much they was really worth, okay? Yeah, and I wasn't really too pleased with the prices because I need some shit that's like a little bit pricey, but I guess that's what you do when you get your own house, right? I guess so. Anyway, on to the next topic, okay? Other than that, I've been just chilling, you guys, chilling like a villain, minding my business, staying out of the way, and all that good stuff. Now we going back to 2 emails, okay? Because I do need to catch up. But let me tell y'all, okay? First, let me just tell y'all real quick. Me. Sometimes I really just be feeling like minding my business, because this is just me as a person. Like, I don't really be trying to get into it with nobody. I don't really be trying to get in nobody's business. You know, like, I am a very aggressive person, and I know this about myself. But like I said, I've been trying to work on myself as a person. And I also want to say thank you for giving me the comment on teaching a lady how to give a compliment at my granddaughter's daycare versus spazzing out on her for the 4th comment. I'm glad she didn't say nothing to me last Monday when I walked in there, but she wasn't there though either. So, you know, but the next time she do give me a compliment with a little bit of shade thrown on it, I'm going to definitely teach her how to compliment a person versus saying something, you know, rude to her. Because if I teach you, that's me sunning you. And I might make you feel just like this. And I don't really want to make nobody feel like this. But bitch, you're not going to make me feel like this while you feel like this. Like, we're not going to do this, okay? Period. Anyway, so yes, like I was saying, I'm trying to be a better person, but sometimes some of y'all be really taking me the fuck out. And I really do love a good update story or update email, whatever you want to call it, on Real Talk. I really do like when people reach back out to me and tell me how their situation has changed for the better, for the worse, whatever. I just really do like updates. So for those of you guys who are watching and have sent me a story, it's great if you would send me an update on your past situation, because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that wants to know about what's going on in your life. Not that we're trying to be nosy or nothing, because I'm truly not, but I just really like to hear like a good update story, because hearing like good is always like a great thing. You know, I try to keep it positive over here as much as possible, but I can get negative if you want me to, okay? But I really do try to stay on the positive side. What y'all think about this color? Like, this is like a really different color for me. It kind of like goes more with my freckle color, if you see what I'm saying. But I wanted to put just a little bit of curl in it, which I did, and I should have just curled the whole thing. That's what I should have did. I might have to do that, you know what I'm saying? But like I was saying, I wanted to test the wig out and see if it do what it do and give what it's given, and you know, that's what we're doing today, okay? But anyway, so the last week when I did the update, last week when I did the Real Talk on a young lady, okay, first of all, let's just get this out the way real quick. If you need a Real Talk, go ahead and send me an email to muffinismylovers2012@gmail.com. Please put in the subject line Real Talk. You can also send it to aprilsrealtalk@gmail.com. Also, please put in the subject line Real Talk. If you want to change the names of the people that you're talking about in this email, go ahead and let me know so that you did so. And on that note, let's just get into this Real Talk. Okay, girl? Yeah. So like I was saying, last week when I did the Real Talk, and one of them was regarding the young lady who worked at the hospital. She was working in the cafeteria, and the guy that she was dating was also working at the hospital, and he was a security guard. Now, mind you, she said that they had went on 4 dates prior to this 5th date. She had never gave him none of the cookies, never gave him none of the business. But this one particular date that they went on, which was the 5th date, they went right after work. So she worked 8 hours, he worked 8 hours, add it all up. She wasn't able to shower because, like I said, she went on the date with her coworker right after work. Now, the coworker is a security guard. They work in a hospital, so they're coworkers, right? So they went back to her place. It was all kissy, touchy, feely. He tried to touch her down there. She tried to push his hands away. He went down on her. He then came back up. And then, like, okay, so the date was on a Friday. And she hadn't heard from him all weekend, and she wasn't going to call him or text him, she stated, because she didn't want to seem so thirsty. But when she did get to work on Monday, she asked him, I don't remember what she asked him, but basically they ended up speaking to one another later on that day over the phone. And basically he told her that the reason why he didn't keep his head down there is because it was an odor she smelled. And that when she explained herself to him, like, listen, I hadn't taken a shower in over 12 hours. You know, I did come right from work to the date with you and then back to my place. And he was like, yeah, well, once you came in the house, you should have went ahead and took a shower. So basically, she should have just prepared to have sex, even though she didn't know she was going to have sex. But she did say, ain't nobody saying nothing. She said she wasn't trying to put her face down there between his legs because she was sure it was smelling like sweat and burning rubber, because he hadn't showered all day either. So why would she want to do that? When she explained herself to him, she feels basically like she was embarrassed And how can she more or less not feel embarrassed or redeem herself? She has to walk through his entrance every morning to get to work. She wishes that there was another entrance to get to work instead of walking past him. I told her, girl, hold your head up high, because that shit happens to everybody in life. You gave him an explanation as to the reason of why you were smelling that fresh, and he still went with it. Why the fuck you need to feel embarrassed about the shit? Just walk past that nigga like, and what? Okay, that's what you get basically for putting your face down somewhere where you knew she didn't take a shower because was at work. Okay, so that was the email about last week. Okay, well, now normally I don't read emails unless they say emergency or what have you, but this didn't say any of that. But it was an update, and I felt like, you know what, let me just read it to y'all now while it's still fresh in y'all heads, okay? Because I guess April, I must have didn't do my job properly, okay? And what I mean by that is, okay, I must have didn't do my job properly because she has a complaint about me, okay? About me. So I feel like, you know what? Let's just read this, okay? Real talk. I emailed you a few weeks ago. So she really did email me a few weeks prior to me reading it. So, hello, Miss April, but now I'm reading this one today. This one was sent last week, I guess right after I read the email. But her initial email to me was sent weeks prior to me actually reading it. Because like I said, I go as they come in, okay? Unless it says emergency. So here she goes. Hello, Miss April. Thank you for reading the second email. You actually read my email last week. I do apologize for not giving a name, which you ended up calling me Liana, or I think so, right? Liana, same shit, right? I am the woman who worked at the hospital and had sex with the security guard who stated that I had an odor down below. I do appreciate you taking the time to read my email, but I really didn't approve of the way you depicted my story. I felt ashamed, embarrassed, and didn't know what to do, and asked for your guidance, but it felt like you did not take my feelings seriously. Please, can I set the record straight? I am not the type of woman who goes around sleeping with strange men or smelling bad. This was a first incident, which I really was embarrassed by, and I really didn't feel like you depicted my story in the right manner. When I watched the reaction, I felt an urgency to once again email you because I really don't want anyone, man or woman, feeling like I'm a jump off with smelly twat. I am a hardworking woman and have been trying so hard to get by, enjoy life, and love life, and possibly find the right man that will take me serious. But I am starting to feel like all I am attracting is bums and men who feel like they are entitled to everything. What he said to me was very hurtful, and I felt like it wasn't taken serious. I do apologize in advance if you feel I am coming off as rude, because I am surely am not. I just don't want any of your subscribers or yourself to think wrongly of me. I understand where you was coming from and the things that was said, but I just felt like it wasn't coming from your heart. And I just wanted to speak with you on that. I thank you again for reading this. And please, I hope I didn't offend you. Liana. So, first of all, I don't know how you wanted me to depict your story. And listen, I'm not trying to be rude to nobody, but she felt like basically I wasn't doing my job because I didn't depict her story as what she told me. I read exactly what you told me verbatim. I read it like as it was emailed to me. And the one thing that I don't understand is when I watched the reaction, I felt an urgency to once again email you because I really don't want anyone, man or woman, feeling like I'm a jump off or with smelly twat. First of all, these people don't know you from a hole in the wall. You didn't even give me a name. What makes you feel like they're going to know you once they walk past you in public? It really isn't that serious. Some men feel like smelly twat is good, some don't. It is what it is. But you had an explanation. You had a reason for the seasoning down there. So it is what it is. Now, to feel embarrassed by an email that was read over the internet by me because nobody knows who you are is ridiculous. There's no reason for you to feel embarrassed. Even if you are still walking past this guy, there's still no reason to feel embarrassed because like I said, and you said, and I'm pretty sure many of the ladies, divas and divos said, you were at work, you did not shower in over 12 hours. Therefore, if you're at work, you are moving around vigorously, especially if you work in a hospital setting, in a hospital cafeteria. Your body is constantly moving. I'm pretty sure you ain't got no time to sit around and play on your phone, okay? If you do, then that's great, but I'm pretty sure there isn't a lot of moments like that. So your body is moving and it's producing sweat. which means therefore down there ain't gonna smell that fresh. And I don't know about all of y'all, but it don't always smell like a bed of roses, especially at the end of the day. From you using the ladies' room, from you sweating, it just depends on what you're doing. Neither here nor there should you have ever felt embarrassed, especially by me reading this email. You didn't give me your full name. You didn't even give me a fucking name. I don't even know what your email address is unless I open it up, and I damn sure not about to divulge that and give that to anybody as well. I didn't flash your email across the screen talking about, well, this is her. Okay, there was no pictures exchanged, so I don't even know what you look like. But for you to feel like I didn't depict your story, girl, I told you what was in my heart and how I felt. Had somebody told me that my pussy smelled and I was at work and I was out and about doing shit all day for over 12 hours a day, for over 12 hours, and you decided you wanted to put your face down there when I already pushed you away and told you it wasn't, then honey, you get what you asked for. That's what the fuck it is. I'm pretty sure I've had days where my stuff didn't smell that great neither. But bitch, you don't see me walking around feeling no type of shame, okay? Because I'm a woman and I'm a human being. And that's what a shower and soap is for. Now, the type of person I am, I guess you wouldn't get the opportunity to ever tell me that my stuff smelled, because I'm always going to make sure when you want to try to do some shit like that to me, I'm gonna just let you know straight out, no, I'm gonna go get in the shower first, because that's what I would always say. So therefore, there was really no need for you to feel like I didn't come from my heart, or I wasn't doing my due diligence, I wasn't doing my job as to addressing your situation. Like I said, walk through that front door where he secures with your head up, proud to be who you are. Say good morning and keep it pushing and leave it at that. Now, here's the thing. You feel like you're attracting bums and men who are feeling entitled. Sweetheart, don't feel like you're the only one out there, because all of us do. A bum could be attracted to anybody. Not saying you are not top tier, but he's a bum and he's going to try to attract whoever is above him to try to make his life easier or better or sweeter. So don't feel like, oh, you're not attracting the right man. Here's my thing. Maybe you shouldn't date the people that you work with. I don't give a fuck what department they work in. If they work in that same motherfucking building with you, I would suggest that you don't date them, because it's situations like this that allow you to be like, well, damn, now I gotta see this motherfucker every day. Listen, let me tell you something. Like I said last week, I did meet my ex-husband at my job when I came back from medical leave. I did, okay? And we started dating. But once we started dating, he did go and start working the night shift at that same telemarketing company that I worked at as I was administrator. We weren't even on the floor together anymore. He went to night shift, I stayed to the day shift. I wasn't even a telemarketer anymore. I was an administrator assistant, okay? So I got promoted onto a new job. But then from there, he did go work elsewhere. So we weren't working with each other for too long. I wouldn't be able to work with him during the daytime. And anyway, besides all that, a bitch had got promoted before me and him really got serious. So it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? But we still worked in the same building. This is what I be saying to y'all, okay? This is why I don't want to date anybody, or wouldn't want to date anybody that I work with. Yeah, that was a great experience for me. We got along really great in the beginning. That's how we ended up getting married. But here's my thing. For y'all to go on a date right after work didn't show much of any type of planning. Because had it been me, I wouldn't have wanted to go on no date right after work. I just wouldn't. I don't know what you wore there, but I just wouldn't have felt comfortable wearing my hospital work uniform. Nor would I have felt comfortable just stepping into clean clothes on a dirty body. So I would have had to have been able to go home and change. That's number one tip for me. That's one thing I'm not going to do. We're not about to go out right after that after we finish that work. Now, it's one thing to go hang out with your co-workers and have a drink afterward. As long as none of y'all ain't gonna go bring each other home and fuck each other, then that's cool. But you know, sometimes people want to go right after work and have a drink, and maybe that's cool too. But bitch, right after that, take your ass home and go home alone. Don't bring no motherfucking co-worker home with you. But I've been saying this all the time to y'all. I don't go to work to make friends. I make a paycheck and that's it. Now, if we end up being friends and cool, then that's cool too. But I don't really fuck with too many people. And I'm definitely really not going to want to fuck with you when we ain't at work. Because listen, work April and at home leisure April are two different people. The way I act at home, I would never act at a place of employment. I might be goofy and silly right here because I'm goofy and silly, and then I could be real mean and aggressive and just start doing other shit. So I don't think that work April and regular April are going to be friends with those work people, because I don't know how they might, be after work, after they get off. But I'm not really willing to find out. So you was willing to find out, Leanna. You was willing to find out that this man wasn't for you. Hey, you're not the only one. You're definitely not the only one. But for you to feel like I didn't depict your story the way it should have been, then bitch, next time you tell that motherfucker, okay? Don't come to me for no advice. And I'm not trying to be mean, but I just feel like this. It's not a job. It came from my heart. And I told you how I felt and what I would do about the situation. Never once did I say, ooh, bitch, your pussy stank. Aha, none of that shit. I didn't do none of that shit. I mean, I could have if I wanted to, but what for? Because I'm a woman. And I know that we as women always have an issue. Okay, we may have a moment, an off moment as a woman, as a human being. Everybody got an off moment. Okay, I don't give a fuck who you are, man, female, dog, cat, whatever, fish in a bowl. Everybody have an off fucking moment, okay? And it is what it is. So me depicting your story wasn't like a story time. It wasn't like I was reading it from a book and I was about to make a grand opening, a movie, a series about that shit. I was reading a motherfucking email and I told you what I would do. Now, if you didn't like the advice, then that's cool. You didn't have to. But you can either take that shit or leave it. But what I'm not going to do is sit here and go back and forth with you about a job that was done and you feel like it wasn't. Sweetheart, what I do is wish you nothing but the best, Leanna. And I hope that you can get over this hurdle and embarrassment, because for one, you don't really need to feel embarrassment because it was between you and him. And yeah, it's between me and you now and everybody on YouTube, but they still don't know who the fuck you are. Bitch, I don't even know who the fuck you are, okay? Like, you could be sitting in front of me in the line at the grocery store or whatever, standing in front of me at the grocery store. Bitch, I wouldn't have known it was you, okay? Unless you turned around and said, April, remember that story I sent you about the stinky cootie? So there's really no need to be feeling embarrassed. And for him, girl, please, he didn't wash his balls and his ass. And just like you said, it could have smelled like burning rubber. So why the fuck is you worried about it? Dude, don't really talk too much shit when you really don't want none. Because a bitch like me would have really went in on a motherfucker who tell me my motherfucking pussy stink. I'll tell you no lie. If it would have been me, I probably would have went in on him and been like, oh, shut up. That's why you securing the shit. You couldn't pass a police officer's exam, so you got to become a security guard. Bitch, all kind of shit will fly out of my mouth, okay? If you insulted me and I told you the reason and then you continue to insult me, oh yes, I'm definitely going to insult you the fuck back. But you don't have to do that. Girl, walk with your head up high and proud and walk past that motherfucker every day when you go to work and be like, good morning, and keep it pushing and smell like a bed of roses. Period. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the next one. Do y'all feel like I was really not depicting her story or not doing my job? Like it wasn't coming from the heart? Like this time it came from the heart too. But you know what I'm saying? Like I don't never want to disappoint nobody. But listen, you cannot make everybody fucking happy in this world. And it is what it is. Like on some real shit, like seriously, you cannot make everybody happy in this world. Like, oh my God, some people would just be miserable regardless of what you do for them, how you treat them, what you give them, they just still be miserable. You could tell them until the sky is blue and gray and purple and rainbow. You could tell them all day long, like, this is what it is, this is what it is, and they still are not satisfied with that shit. But you know what? I am not about to let myself, no, I'm not. But I will tell you, my stomach is over here growling. Girl, let me tell y'all, last night for dinner, ooh, child, it was the best piece of salmon. I had some salmon with some broccoli and some rice. Oh, so I need that again today. I'm gonna need that again. You know, it wasn't from the store. I mean, it was groceries, but you know, oh, so and now I'm sitting here starving. I'm gonna have to go make me something to eat. Okay, girl, so we are going to get on to the next one, okay? This one is called, I Think My Sister Is Mental, real talk. Hi, April. Happy New Year to you and the divas and divos. Girl, I have been following you for years, like when you first started on your first channel, smoking those cigarettes in the bathroom, talking shit to the camera about wigs, about real talk, and your ex. Sis, we have aged together. We are the same age. Though I am a few months older, but yes, girl, I enjoy your realness. Well, thank you. So, April, I have a younger sister by 10 years age. She's actually 40 years old from my father's side. She and I are somewhat close. Like, we keep in touch. We text. We follow one another on social media. We speak at least 2 to 3 times a week. We hang out. So, yeah, we are somewhat close. My mother isn't a fan of hers because, well, she was born due to my father cheating on my mother. And funny thing, they are still together, my parents. They weathered through the storm, and I respect them for that. I really do. But my father actually had a whole family on my mother. No other children, just my half-sister. Her name is Jody. She's my sister, half-sister, but I love her like my own biological mother gave birth to her. And I think my mother isn't too happy about that because she wonders why I don't get along with my biological sister and brother that she and my father have had together. Like, I'm close with them as well, but my younger sister, who's 45, is into her own world and barely communicates. And my brother, who is the eldest, feels like he's in charge and does nothing but use women, which I'm not approving of. So, April, a few weeks back, I stayed the weekend with Jody in her place. We live about 25 minutes from one another. So, I was over there hanging out, drinking wine, and having girl time, just she and I. The next morning, I see her talking to herself. I thought it was so weird because she was like having a full blown conversation with herself. And when I walked up on her, she was startled and basically said it was normal. She always talking to herself since she lives alone and has no kids, no pets. It's just herself. April, I have caught her a few times talking to herself or dodging friends because she says she doesn't want to be bothered with people. She stay ghosting men because she doesn't want to be bothered with their games, as she says. Then it seems like she tries to convince me that she is happy and fine being alone. I'm trying to figure out if this is normal, why she prefers to keep to herself, be alone, talk to herself, and not want to be in a relationship with anyone. I'm starting to feel like she's not well and may be masking her true feelings as she never wants anyone to worry about her. What is your take on this? Thank you so much. My name is Sonay. Sonay, that's a pretty name, Sonay. So Sonay is worried about her half sister Jody because she talked to herself. Girl, I talk to myself. I be having like a full-blown conversation with myself. Didn't I tell y'all this before? Talking to yourself is normal. I don't really understand why people feel like people that talk to themselves is a little bit off, cuckoo, over the nest or whatever. Like, bitch, I am not mental. I like to talk to myself. I like to be alone. I'm an introverted person. There ain't shit wrong with me. I don't have no mental issues. You know what I'm saying? I have a couple of friends, and I do like to be bothered with people when I feel like being bothered. I feel like everybody likes to be bothered with people when they want to be bothered. That's like a human feeling. Like, why should I be bothered with somebody when I don't want to be bothered with them? That makes no sense. I feel like your sister is fine who she is. She has no children. She has no pets. She lives alone. She doesn't want to hang out with her friends like that. She doesn't want to be in a relationship with a man at the moment because she's tired of their games and bullshit. Like, girl, are you talking about me? Well, I got pets. I got a dog, and she's my best friend. I don't want to be bothered with my... Well, listen, you can't be talking about me. Either way, listen, I feel like your sister is fine. I don't think anything mental wrong with her at all. Just because a person talks to themselves from here and there does not mean that they are cuckoo or crazy. Like, when I tell you I talk to myself on an everyday, daily basis. And I know y'all bitches don't think I'm crazy. Y'all could never think I'm crazy. But yeah, I think like is it really talking to yourself or is it really thinking out loud? It could be both, okay? I do talk to myself and it doesn't be like full-blown conversations. Like, I'm not having a conversation to where another person needs to be there, but I guess you would say it's kind of like thinking aloud, you know what I'm saying? And I do this quite often. Like, I go around the house and I talk to myself, you know, even though nobody's responding. I mean, I'm giving myself my own answers, but I'm talking about things that I gotta do or just things in general, the hair, what's on TV. Like, it's nothing like major like that. It's just, I feel like, you know what? There's nothing wrong with being alone. There's really nothing wrong with being alone. As long as that person is comfortable with that, I don't see the issue. Like, okay, so I'm a very introverted person and I feel like this. When I was hanging out, like last year, I was hanging out a lot. You know, I was coming out of my shell and I was happy about that. I was very happy about that. But then I started feeling like, you know, I didn't want to be out all the time. I didn't want to be out every weekend. I wanted to be at home in my bed, coloring in my coloring books, sitting back, smoking my weed, having my drink and doing what I need to do. That was me as a person. I don't like to go out every weekend. I don't want to hang out with people all the time. I do enjoy my time and my solace by myself. I like to be alone. I don't want to care. I really don't care if it's bothering other people. As long as I'm not being disrespectful to any other people or harming anyone, I don't see the problem with it. Like, there are a lot of people that have lots of friends out here in this world. And the sad part about it is they feel like every last one of those friends that they have are their friends, like real, real good friends. I don't have shit like like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a person who has a lot of friends. I mainly stick to myself. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by stick to myself is I stick to myself, or I'm chilling with my family. You know what I'm saying? And that's me as a person. Like, there are a lot of people that are like that. She does, and the funny part about this though, Sonae, is you was like in the email where we're somewhat close. Bitch, why would you say somewhat close? Y'all is more than somewhat close. If y'all are speaking to each other 2 to 3 to 4 times a week, y'all hang out, you be having girl time, you know what I'm saying? Y'all follow each other on social media, you spend the night over there, why the fuck would you say somewhat? Like, don't try to make it less than what it is. I feel sorry, not even feeling sorry, but I do feel bad that your mom was cheated on, and during that moment, a child was conceived. That part I really do feel bad about, because, you know what I'm saying, as a person, I was cheated on as well. Not by my ex-husband, but my daughter Tati's father. He cheated on me with his little chapstick, okay? And had the nerve to have another baby with someone else while I was pregnant. Like, she was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. She was pregnant while I was pregnant. Like, what type of shit is that? Or was it her? No, excuse me. It wasn't her. Oh no, it was her. You know what? Was it her? It was her. Anyway, either here nor there. That's got to be hurtful. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely got to be hurtful. He wasn't my husband though. You know what I'm saying? He was just my kid's father, but we were in a relationship, so I thought. But anyway, it still was hurtful. So I feel bad that your mother had to go through this, but she needs to realize that you guys are way older now, and it definitely wasn't Jody's fault that she was brought into the world. She was just brought into the world because that's what happens when you have sex with people. You have kids, but your mom don't have to really feel like that towards her. She don't take well to Jody, and because of those reasons, that sucks. That's sad, because Jody is her own person. Now, as far as your other siblings not being close to them, you know what? That's to be expected. That's fine. Not saying that every sibling you have, you got to be close with them. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm the oldest, and I have 4 other siblings, and I'm the oldest, and I'm not close to all of them either. But I feel like this, like, don't downplay the shit like y'all are somewhat close. Y'all is close. It is what it is. But I just feel like, don't feel like she's mental because she don't want to be in a relationship, or she don't want to do what everybody else do. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on for a second. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because she find peace in being in a household, she find peace in being single, she find peace in her alone time. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people just prefer to be alone. Doesn't mean that they're miserable. Doesn't even mean that they're missing out on anything in life. That's just who they are as a person. I would hate to think that somebody would feel like I'm mentally ill or incapable because I like to be by myself, and I don't like to do a lot of things with a lot of different people, or I don't have a lot of friends. I would hate for people to feel that way about me. Like, I honestly enjoy my life, and there are things in my life that I really don't share with everybody, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's my business, okay? Sometimes after you've shared so much of your personal business, you feel like, you know what? I'm gonna just chill, and I'm gonna just keep some shit to myself. It's always nice to keep some shit to yourself. I don't feel like I need to have to share everything that I do in my life with people. I enjoy my quiet time. I enjoy my peace. I enjoy my solace. I enjoy being myself and just enjoying life. I feel like everybody has their own time frame for everything. Like, some people like to hang out all the time. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's some people, and that's fine. Me, maybe one day, maybe no days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm here in the house chilling. That's my feng shui. That's my whole vibe right there. Good vibe, right? So I don't necessarily feel like your sister is mental. If she's telling you that she's fine and there's nothing wrong, then you have to respect her for who she is. She may not be you. She may not need a companion. She may not need people surrounding her all the time. Not everybody is like that. A lot of people just like peace and quiet. Me, I'm definitely one of those people. I don't like a lot of shit going on around me because I just don't. Me as a person, I wasn't like that as a kid growing up, so this is me now. But talking to yourself is definitely not like a person who is mental. Like, just because you talk to yourself does not mean that a person is mental. I'm pretty sure there's lots of you guys that talk to yourselves complain to yourselves like, I bitch and complain about some shit out loud. I will talk shit out loud, but I'm not giving like a two-person conversation. That's not what I'm giving. If she says she's fine and you feel like she's not because she doesn't do the things that you do, then maybe you might want to take a look at yourself and reevaluate what you do in life. Maybe what you do, she's just not cool with. You ever think about that? Girl, listen, either way, I feel like she's fine. We all talk to ourselves, okay? I'm going to go talk to myself right now as I find myself something to eat and pour me some of that Long Island iced tea by Captain Morgan that I got in the fridge, right? Yes. Girl, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, okay? But I love y'all. I will see y'all soon. I bet you're so hungry. I'm so hungry. You ever get so hungry that you start getting lightheaded? That's me right now. I'm very hungry. I love y'all. Stay diva and divalicious. Make sure y'all rate, comment, subscribe, thumbs the video up, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Deuces.